Hey guys, today we have a new note for Etheria restart, new update notice together with new balance patch that came with many buff for underused SSR, and there is a small nerf to an SR character as well, unfortunately. She's way too good. But first, let's go through the patch note. So the patch note will have different kind of event that we have seen before, like the Hyperlink gala that will give you guys an LD selector between these options. So I'm probably gonna go for either Meal or 100 for the LD selector because those are the only two that I'm missing. I'm still not sure which one I'm gonna go for, but I'll think about it when I build my RTA team for the next season. And then we have a new Yelly skin. This one's going to be Snow Bloom Sakura skin. Personally, I appreciate the step in the right direction. After almost 4 months into the game, we finally have our first non-recolor skin, which is, not bad. I appreciate that. Took them a while, but finally is here. But I'll be honest here, it looks all right. It doesn't look mind-blowing, doesn't change my life in any way. They say it has unique voice line and animation and whatever, right? I hope that is true. I hope that the animation will blow me out of the water and make me buy the skin. We also don't know how much the skin is yet. We will know in 2 days, I suppose. And most people play the game without any sound on anyway, so the animation has to carry hard for the skin. Now, next up, we have the Veteran Hyperlinkers banner rerun for Yelly. So they are selling a skin, they gotta rerun the banner, or else how can people without Yelly enjoy this new beautiful skin? So Yelly banner is going to rerun for, I think, 1 week-ish. Not a whole lot of time, but enough for you to swipe your credit card. So during the Yelly rerun, we are going to still have, I think, Plume banner. We are going to have the LD selector for the new server launching, the Japan, Chinese, Korean server. Then they're going to have their SSR, the RGB SSR as well. So that's a lot of banner at the same time. So a lot of packs, maybe, potentially. For new hyperlinkers, the Yelly banner adjusted to new player banner. Oh, new hyperlinkers within 9 days of creating an account are guaranteed to get Yelly from the banner. Oh, so new player will always see this banner. I see. You know what? Better than Messiah in PvE. So I think that's a good move by the dev team because she's probably the solo carry DPS. If you want to build a DPS that can solo carry your entire team in PvE, she's going to be the character and she will look really good doing so. After that, we have the restart time for the hyperlinkers that has been away from the game for quite some time. We all know that the game did not have a crazy launch. There were many things that happened and a lot of people left. So if you left the game for 21 days and you come back, you're going to get a reunion letter. So this is going to be like a select SSR summon banner. You get a whole lot of free stuff. You get a whole lot of lattes. A lot of people like to compare this to the stuff that we are going to get as a loyal player, which looks pale in comparison. However, if you come back and you get this, it doesn't guarantee you like a skyrocket progression in the game anyway. Like if you play the game a whole lot, you will still be far ahead of anyone returning at any point in time, because the fact that the game doesn't allow you to spend a lot of money is also kind of like anti-whale mechanism they put in this game. It's kind of weird. Usually it's like the whale is the best, but in this game they have a lot of things to stop whale from out-whaling everybody. It's kind of funny. But anyway, if you stop playing the game for quite some time, 21 days to be exact, and you come back, you are going to get a whole lot of stuff. We also have the new season 1 for RTA rewards, and I think this is a mistranslation. It's supposed to be mythic. So for plat tier, we're going to get a season exclusive outfit for a mysterious animus. We don't even know who. It's RNG. Or maybe they haven't made the outfit yet, so they don't even know what to put in there. So they put in mysterious outfit. But for plat tier, which is very achievable for anyone, including free to play, you will get a skin. an RTA exclusive skin. I hope it's good because that is one of the biggest reasons a lot of people play RTA. And then for Diamond and Master, you get stuff that nobody really care about, which are going to be the home outfit and the Charcoal Ring outfit. But for the Mythic or Legend tier, you're going to get Memory Imprint. I think this is going to be the dupe currency, which is very, very important. And for the Ultra Giga Tryhard or Omega Whale, you're going to get more cosmetic to flex on the poor people. Next up, we have the Summit Pass. I thought this one's going to cost $10. I'll be honest, but it's free, which is really mind-blowing. I really wish they have a $10 one so that it brings more value, because there's only so much value when it's free. I'm gonna be real, but it's free, which is great. And if you grind RTA a lot, they show a little bit in the Dev Talk video, then you are going to get a lot more cosmetic items, including a crazy Stellar Contention Arena skin, which remind me of the Cyberpunk Edge Runner anime. Very, very cool looking skin for your arena, and many other fun stuff in between. I saw a lot of RTA currency. I hope they make the shop better so that you can grind for the currency and buy more stuff in there. We also have the Stellar shop for the Stellar token that you're going to get from the Summit Pass right here for cosmetic items. Only cosmetic, nothing else. We also have Hyperlink chatter that will now include RTA in there, which is great to encourage people to try RTA. Losing still give you a lot of currency, so hey, give it a try. You might never know, you're gonna really like it. And we have other random stuff in there that you can read on your own, okay? A lot of issue fix of optimization in there. I don't think that I need to go in there for any one of these, but I want to take a look at the balance patch. So first, we have the Hellkit buff. Hellkit getting another buff. Kind of crazy. Now Hellkit will do more damage to all enemy, the skill 3, and the shield become a little bit bigger. The shield absorb damage equivalent to its value. While active, the allies are immune to all debuffs. So the shield is a soft immunity, because if the enemy do big damage, like let's say Yeli AoE skill, it can break the shield and apply debuff to you. But when Shao Barrier effect expire, it increase ally turn meter by 15%. Oh my god, that's so many buff for this guy. He's like a fake bruiser, kind of, because if you draft into bruiser, he doesn't do that much damage. His CC is kind of mid, and the shield doesn't last forever. And then when you lose the shield because he's an attack scaling unit, he dies very, very quickly. He's more like an anti-CC unit because his base speed is really good now. And if he go first and you somehow disturb the turn order of the enemy strippers, then the immunity that he brings is going to be very, very good. If you break the shield, then your team gain more turn meter, maybe to cut in between the enemy and then just break the CC combo. Can be a very dangerous character, but have to be max skill 1 for the speed. Broza. Oh my god, I have a max dupe Broza. I just maxed her out like the other day with the Union dupe thingy. Very, very cool. We have Rosa definitely, nice word, afflict the target with the Blade Hurt Bloom, the thing that allow her to follow up attack. Oh my god, that is amazing, because the problem with damage dealer that brings debuff is that you just don't have the accuracy. You can squeeze in maybe 30, 40 accuracy, but it's never really enough for these stupid Inferno bosses anyway. But now she'll be guaranteed to land her bloom, because I assume you guys are going to build her with enough crit rate. That is very, very cool. Improve her consistency. But no change to any other skill, unfortunately. I feel like her biggest problem is like her base attack is like 900 below 1000, which is could be way, way, way higher than that for a damage dealer. Queen Bee Tsukiyomi, the skill 2 that reduces cooldown of all allies, will now reduce the cooldown of all allies and Tsukiyomi. Oh, I like that. So the skill 3 of Tsukiyomi will come back even faster now. That's very, very cool. And Tsukiyomi is probably the most popular buffer for the Messiah Cleave playstyle. I pre-ban Tsukiyomi every match, I'm not gonna lie. I pre-ban her because everyone who cleave with Tsukiyomi will have a crazy fast Tsukiyomi, and Mio and Lily. And then I can't outspeed, I can't survive, there's no way to deal with it. So I pre-ban Tsukiyomi pretty much from my clan to Mythic RTA. Born, or Borgni, will have a damage boost in skill 1 and heal for more, and also deal more damage with skill 3 and dispel 2 buff. Oh my god. I think Barco's gonna be very happy with this. So this guy just become way more lethal. He was already kind of good here and there. I fight him from time to time. If I can CC him, then it's not a big problem. But if you go first, then this guy damage output is absolutely annoying. We have Seada buff as well. Oh my god, Seada buff too? So whenever Soul Flame evolve, it will increase attack, effect rest by 30%, and reduce damage taken by 15%. Oh, so max 3 evolution, she get 90% effect rest and 45% damage reduction. Are they making her like a crazy bruiser? Oh my god. Wow. Now that is very interesting. Sierra can do very good damage, but now she can tank as well, combined with Bloodbath. Wouldn't she be like unkillable? That is kind of crazy. I'm interested to see if Bruiser Player is going to incorporate Seada into their team, because this is no joke. Combined with buffer like Linglo, Fucho, and Doki Doki to max out her stack very, very quickly, then she's going to be quite a problem. For sure. Nahor. Okay, Nahor, my man. The skill 2 can now freeze. Strip and freeze? Wait, that is probably the first unit to strip into a freeze or a stun, a CC. They strip into attack by pushback with Mia, right? But now he can single target, dispel, and freeze. Hey, I'll take that. I'll take that. That sounds kind of fire. Oh my god. And the skill 3 will now a multi-hit. Nah. Dev, listen. Best game. 100%. Nahor will now AoE attack with Death Down and freeze. Oh wait, that's before adjustment. Nahor will now do 2 hit to all enemies with Death Down and Rest Down and freeze. Nah, they did not do that. Nah, Rest Down too? Didn't have to do that, my guy. But the freeze is 45% chance, assuming max skill, which means it's not like 100 both hit. But still, nah, you saw Plume and how good she is with multi-hit. Oh my god, Rest Down too? Hey, that's crazy. You know what? That is 3 debuff, which means it's gonna counter Alicorn better, because I'm gonna land like dot and attack down other unit, whatever shit. That is really good. I like that a lot. Finally, my max skill Nahor is now gonna terrorize people in RTA. Nymphonia will now cleanse 2 debuff with skill 2 from each ally. Wait, that has the AoE cleanse. She is an AoE immunity with AoE cleanse. She's getting to the Linglo level a little bit right there. Oh, okay. Okay, girl, I see you. Now that is something interesting. 2 debuff, not all debuff, but 2 debuff is not that bad. Not that bad. Well, that is a long paragraph for Lilith right there. So, her second skill will now deal additional instant of damage equal to 25% of the main target max HP. Oh, she does more damage to the main target because she can detonate her bomb debuff on the main target and now do more damage on the main target. So the skill 2 can potentially snipe somebody. Maybe. Like snipe a squishy unit. And then when removed upon expiration, detonate, dealing damage. Plus, oh my god, the bomb will also deal 25% of the unit max HP. So more damage from each bomb as well. The scale with the enemy max HP. So her use case in Bruiser Mirror is going to be even stronger because those are the unit that has a lot of max HP. So the bomb is going to do even more damage. But the damage cannot exceed Lilith max HP, which means you have to really get her high HP. But that's not really hard, right? That's not really hard. And has a 100% chance to stun for 1 turn. You know what? A lot of damage. That is very, very cool. That's just a damage, straight damage buff to Lilith. And hopefully she's going to do even more damage and she's going to be better in RTA. Celine's. New effect. At the start of battle, apply shield to... wait, what? She just applied shield immediately? That is very, very cool. Equal to 30% of her max HP. Not 14 like the every turn shield, but it's 30%. And then I think the aqua thing is different than this. I'm not sure if this is the same shield, but she can start the fight with a shield. And if you pair that with Freya, that is full team turn meter boost. And Freya plus Celine's are very good together in Revelation Cleave. Oh my god, that is kind of fire. That is actually kind of fire. But the skill 3 will now apply crit rate down instead of attack down. I'm not sure this one though. Attack down is kind of good. Crit rate down, I'm not too sure. But then if you're fighting Bruiser with your Celine's Revelation Cleave, then attack down is kind of meaningless. Crit rate down can help to counter Rahul and Holden a little bit. And Tiamat can crit as well. Maybe it's good. I'm not too sure. But this extra shield here can be kind of crazy for Revelation Cleave. Because for a team to have full bulwark is not easy. But that is a free shield for everybody. And free turn meter from Freya. And Freya can have bulwark and shield. That is double. That is crazy turn meter for Freya. Oh my god. Hoyen getting a buff. Damage boost. Very good. Pretty standard damage boost for damage dealer. Yeli getting a buff. Rerun banner and skin. Gotta get a buff right there. So she get more damage. I think that is the skill 1. And more chance to steal buff too. Which is really good. Because the buff stealing is crucial in certain content like Union Boss, for example. Or she can steal immunity, that kind of thing. Sutomu getting a base stat boost. Wait, can I get this for Rosa? Wow. I've been using this guy a whole lot in RTA. So much fun to counter Amber Tiamat with Sutomu. Now, we'll get a base speed boost. That is a fat boost. Wait, that is a 7 base speed boost. That's a fat boost for Nail right there, being a better support unit. Victor. Wow. Can we bring back the glory Victor days in beta? He now deal more damage with more HP loss. Hopefully that's going to allow him to do damage. Not sure if I'm going to build him. The resource in this game, not very abundant. While Rampage Rin, she will now have a 100% chance to inflict taunt with a skill 3. Okay, so more consistency for Rin. And Rin the Unbound will now do more damage to a single enemy. That's a second skill right there. And do more damage with speed, which is very, very good. So damage boost for the 4-star Rin. Kazami the Kazuyo. This is the red Kazuyo. The AoE speed buff support unit that I personally really enjoyed using before I got Lily. So she can now increase the cooldown of the target enemies by 2 turns. That's pretty good. And the AoE skill buff. And the AoE skill will now reduce cooldown of all allies and have accuracy buff. Wait, that's kind of good for the damage dealer in Dungeon Run. If you're still using her, of course, then the accuracy buff is going to be absolutely incredible for damage dealer to land their debuff. I think most debuff unit will have good accuracy anyway. We have our first nerf in the balance patch. The 4-star cast, the green one, will now sleep 1 turn with skill 1. 2 turn is absolutely broken, by the way. I agree. I don't like to see nerf, but I gotta agree that the 2-turn sleep for 4-star unit in skill 1 is absolutely broken. It doesn't affect her in PvE in any way, I would say, but 1 turn is more fair. I still think it's really strong, by the way. It's not like weak by any mean. And the pushback become a bit less. Oh, that is quite a lot less, not a bit. Quite a lot less. From 15% to now 10%. So that is the only nerf we've seen so far. Reset event? They said nerf animals reset event, which means reset event coming. We gotta ask for it. We now have RC77 cooldown skill 3 down to 3 turns. That's really good. That matched with the Revelation cooldown as well. And we have shell adjustment. Alicon will now dispel 3D. Anyway, that's gonna suck for CC player like me. White Fang will now get more crit damage per stack, but have less stack. Overall, I think it is more crit damage overall. So this is a great buff. You get more per stack and you stack to full faster. After a host act, have a 100% chance to reduce cooldown for Halloween. Less RNG. Let's go. Less RNG. Halloween buff. Codex of Magic. In PvP, after being affected by Codex of Magic, skills that did not go on cooldown will have their maximum cooldown permanently increased by 1 turn. Ooh, that's a pretty heavy punishment right there. But if you can end the fight immediately in the first couple of turns, then it doesn't matter. But if the fight goes longer, then you're gonna feel this longer cooldown adjustment. Arena effect will now accumulate faster the longer the game goes. All right, not bad. Not bad. Interesting patch. A lot of buff for underused character, which I really appreciate. So let me know what you think about the patch note in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.